What's up everyone, it's Roger here from DisKingdom.com, and it's Sunday and it's time for your DisKingdom Daily News. And this is my third recording because of second. Okay, so let's jump into it. So Disney have announced there's going to be a number of layoffs at their Walt Disney Imagineering department. They have said that they're going to be getting rid of a single-digit percentage of their workforce. Now they have over 2,000 members of staff, so that 1% could be a couple, or if they go up for 9%, you're going to be looking at a couple of hundred. Now, it's always sad when anyone is let go, and you know, for those families and those people involved, you know, it really does suck. But there is this other side of things of why they may have had to been let go, possibly because of the end of the Walt Disney project over in Shanghai now opening. They don't need people over there, so those projects have come to. We also don't know at what stage those people were involved in the upcoming projects like the Star Wars land, Avatar, and Toy Story land. These, you know, they might have come to an end of a department or an end of a project, and therefore are no longer needed. And you know, unfortunately, Disney sometimes have to make those hard choices of getting rid of members of staff if they no longer have any work for them. Now, a number of these staff have been moved to other departments, and also some of them have been early retirement. So it's maybe not quite as bad as that comes in. Now, obviously, the thing with the early retirement depends how close you are getting to it. If they're about to start on maybe a major project, maybe they were looking at some of the members of staff and saying, well, you're going to be retiring halfway through the project, so therefore it just makes sense. That could be a reason. Obviously, that's just me thinking. It really does suck for those involved, but sometimes, as I said, Disney do have to make a business decision, and if those projects have ended and they have an over staff, they have to get rid of them. And also maybe as well, and some of the engineers as well might have been around a while, and you know, if the projects have come in, they just need to cut their numbers. It is a real shame for those people involved. Okay, we've also got Beauty and the Beast, the Enchanted Christmas is coming to DVD and also digital devices on October the 25th. And Amazon listing shows that it's going to be re-released. It's also going to be coming on their different digital platform. I suspect it will come out on iTunes and stuff. It has been re-released a couple of times, but obviously with the 25th anniversary of the movie this year, Disney want to try and cash in a little bit more. No word yet on a Blu-ray release of this one, which is probably a shame. But I'm sure if you're into Beauty and the Beast, and this sort of Christmas special is always kind of cool, and I think, you know, releasing it at that time of the year is always a good one. But if you haven't already got it and it's been released a lot, maybe we just wait till January and you'll. And finally, in some Star Wars news, could have a new TV series coming soon. Recently, the ABC Entertainment President Channing Dungry spoke at a panel during TCA and said, as a fan, I would absolutely love to say yes. We have had conversations and we would love to have conversations with Lucasfilm. It'd be wonderful to extend the franchise. Now, my first thought on that is actually like, I'm not entirely sure if it could work. And, you know, some of the TV series have been very, very good. Like Star Wars Rebels has been really, really popular. They've got the new Lego series, the Lego Freemaker one. That's also coming. Now, the animation version might seem to work a little bit better because they can kind of that feel of the movie, but doing it a lot cheaper. If they do a live action movie or TV show, they might need to do it on another planet and bring in some different stars and, you know, do it kind of. But then I'd wonder if it's going to end up turning into something like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where you only ever get little cameos every once a year, and it's all done on the cheap because they're trying to do too many shows. Whereas I'd love to see more of a Netflix style kind of Marvel one where they do the Star Wars version. A shorter series, more focused, keep that budget tight, you know, that would allow for a much better show, because at the end of the day, Star Wars has always been about movies, whereas something like Star Trek, which is recently, they're going to have a new TV series next year. They started out as a TV series, but I think Star Wars is always going to look, it will look cheap if it's not done properly, and I think Disney are probably right in making sure they can do this properly. And obviously it's going to cost some money, and they have to be sure it's sure a Star Wars TV series would be popular, but how they do it, who knows. It would definitely allow for them to extend maybe a character. What period would they do it in? Would they do it in the prequel? Would they do it in the classic? Or would they do it in the... Really interesting to know. I'd love to know your thoughts on all of this. And as per usual, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, hit that like button if you're on Facebook, and hit that subscribe button as well if you are on the audio versions. As per usual, guys, check out DisKingdom.com for all your latest Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel news. And as per usual, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Laters.